So 2 over,
You have to divide them both by 2.
so 1 over 4.
Yes.
Three.
All right. Any questions on that?
No.
Okay, very good. All right, so let's have you try one more of these. Let's see if you can do it start to finish. Let's go 9 and 7 over 18 minus 6 and 3 over 18. Go ahead and work that out from start to finish. Give
Okay.
me your final answer, please.
Okay, I think I have a final answer.
Okay, what did you come up with?
3 and 2 over 9.
You got it. Very good. All right. All right, well done here. So yeah, so just so you know, again, your classes are still showing that weird like thing where it takes you to volumes every
Yeah.
time. I don't know if there's a way to get that figured out. I did mention that to your dad a while back, but we'll it's okay. I was able to navigate to some actual problems for us to work on. Okay. Okay. All right, so here is a question that you have already started. It looks really good here. It's really, really good. So it says Matthew has 15 pounds of cat food for his cat. At the end of the week, he has given the cat 3 5/8 pounds of food. Which expression we use to find the amount of cat food left? So this is perfect. Okay, very good. All right. Now, how to actually do this? So that's the hard part. So if you write 15 minus 3 5/8, do you see that there is no fraction up here next to the 15?
Yeah.
So we're gonna break the 15 apart into 14 plus 1. Is that okay?
Yes.
Now we have to do a little bit more here. Instead of writing the 1, we need to write it as a fraction. And we want to use the same denominator here. 8 over 8. So because there's an 8 on this one down here, we want this to become 8 over 8 here. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. So here's how that affects everything that we've been doing. You will now be writing, instead of 15, you're going to write 14 and 8 over 8 minus 3 and 5 over 8.
So the 3 doesn't change, right?
The 3 does not change.
Okay.
So this becomes 11 and 3 over 8. It's 14 minus 3 is 11, and then 8 over 8 minus 5 over 8 becomes 3 over 8. Okay. Let's go ahead and get that down, and then we'll do another problem, couple problems together, and see if
Yeah, I got it written down.
All right, so now let's say I give you a problem like this. I say it's 16 and 9 over 9 minus 13 and 4 over 9. What will you do in this case?
I would subtract the whole numbers, which
Okay,
that would give me 3, I believe.
okay,
16, 13, 3. Yeah. And then after I would set the 9 over 9, and then I would subtract that. Well, not subtract, well, because the both nines aren't, they're the same, so we don't have to do LCM.
that's
Yeah,
right.
LCM. And then after I would, I believe we subtract 9 minus 4. So that gives us 5. And
Yes,
then after we can reduce them by 2 or 3. Yeah.
good. Okay, all right. So let me know when you're ready for a new question.
I'm ready for the new question.
So let's ask you to do just a tiny bit more in this problem. Let's say it's 4 minus 1 and 2/7. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, do you see that there's no fraction here next to the 4?
Yeah.
All right, so that's not good. Okay. That 4, though, can be broken up into 3 plus 1.
3 plus 1.
3 plus 1. Is that okay? Is that clear?
Yes.
So you always go down by 1. Now this 1 is what you're going to change. This 1 has to change into a fraction. Okay. So
Okay.
instead of writing 1, we're going to write a fraction here, but we're going to use this denominator here, this 7. Whatever this denominator is going to use, so it becomes 7 over 7. Let me know when you're up to this point.
Yeah, I'm up to this point.
So 4, so 4 is really 3 plus 1, but 1 is really this 7 over 7. So see how I'm rewriting the 4 as 3 and 7 over 7?
Yeah.
So this 4 on the left becomes 3 and then 7 over 7. Like this. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to subtract the problem from here.
Okay. 2, mhm. Is it 5? Wait, 2 and 5 over 7?
Yes. Very good. Any questions on that? We're going to do another one, but
No, I don't have any question.
all right, let's try another one here. Let's say it's 5 minus 2 and 1/6. There we go, 2 and 1/6. Okay. So just like in the previous problem, we're going to take this 5. What are we going to split apart the 5 into?
5 into 4 plus 1.
1, very good. And the problem is, like, we can't write a 1 here next to the 5 or next to the 4. We have to take that 1 and convert it to a fraction. So the fraction needs a numerator and a denominator. We get that from this 6 here. Do you see
Yeah.
where that's coming from each time?
Yeah, from the bottom denominator.
Yes. Okay, so instead of writing 5, it's now 4 plus 6 divided by 6. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so and that's what replaces this one here. It's gonna be 4 instead of 5. It's 4 and 6 over 6 minus 2 and 1 over 6.
I have one question about this one.
Yep.
How come the 4, is it because is it 5 plus 1 or
Well, we just said 5 becomes 4 plus 1, right?
Oh,
So
yes.
it's always one less. If you go back to the previous problem, instead of a 4, we wrote a 3. In the previous problem, instead of well, instead of 15, we wrote a 14. So you always write one less. One
Oh,
less. Okay.
oh, one less.
Yes.
So like if it's 7, it's 6, the whole number.
Yes. So go ahead and give me your final answer here.
Okay. Okay, so it's 2 and 5/6.
Good. All right. Any questions? We're going to do one more together, but want to just make sure.
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay. All right. Let's go 7 minus 3 and let's go 7/16. Okay. All right. Now, what does the 7 have to become? What does it turn into?
It turns into 6 plus 1.
6 plus 1. Good. And we can't write the 1. So what fraction will we make it this time?
16 because the 16 is the bottom denominator.
That's right. 16/16. Perfect. Now, instead of 7, what should I write down below here?
6 because that's 1.
Okay. And what about to the right of it?
16/16
Good.
minus 3.
So go ahead and calculate this for us.
So the 3 and 7/16 doesn't change, right? Just the whole that isn't it?
This bottom number doesn't change. No.
Okay, so let me just do 3, 16 minus 7/16 equals is it 3 and wait. No, wait, sorry. Yeah, wait. 3 and 9/16.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so I want you to see that you told me how to do every step. You told me that 7 is 6 plus 1. You told me that 1 becomes 16/16.
Yeah.
You told me that instead of writing 7, you have to write 6 and 16/16, and then you subtracted. Like, you know how to do this problem, okay? I want to give you one like it and have you do it on your own. I'm not going to make it any more difficult. I'm going to make it easier actually than this. I want you to have the confidence in yourself that you can do this because it's exactly the same steps. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So here we go. All right. So go ahead and work that out and give me your final answer.
Okay. Okay, I got my final answer.
All right. What is your final answer?
2 and 7/8.
Very good. Very good. Take a bow. That's awesome. All right. Let me have you do one more here just to see if you've got it fully down. 10 minus 3 and let's see here. Let's go 3 over, let's go 2 over 12, like that. Okay.
Okay, I got my final answer.
Okay, what's your final answer?
6 and 10 over 12.
Okay, so can you reduce 10 over 12?
Oh, I forgot that. Yes, we can reduce it. So let me just reduce this really quick and get. Okay, I got it.
What's your final answer?
6 and 5 over 6.
Yes, very good. Okay, you've got it. You've got it here. Okay. Trying to decide if I really want us to go into a new topic. All right, let's try here. All right, so let's say I wanted you to do 8 and 5 over 16 minus 7 and 7 over 8, like that. Okay.
Okay.
You first want to look at the fractions, and that's why this is different. Like we actually look first at this. Okay. We want to make a common denominator, 5 over 16 minus 7 over 8, or least common multiple for the common denominator. What would that least common multiple between 16 and 8 be?
It would be, let's see. Well, it would be 16.
It'd be 16. So tell me what the new fraction is on the right.
It's, well, it's still a 7.
Nope. Yep. You're multiplying 8 by 2.
Oh, 8 by 2.
So what do you have to multiply the 7 by?
2.
Okay. So you have 14 there.
14.
Now, do you see how that's smaller?
Yeah.
Okay. They're 14 or 5 is smaller than 14. So that's a problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, like, it's like, well, what do we even do? Well, this is why this one's more complicated. So that 8 has to become 7 plus a 1. So this 8 becomes 7 plus 1 plus 5 over 16. Is that okay?
Well, yeah. Yeah. Oh,
That's okay. We're going to do this together, so just don't worry. They're just trying to help here. So the 1 becomes 16 over 16. Why can I do that? Why is that allowed?
why? Because
We were doing that before. Why does the 1 become 16 over 16?
it cannot be 1.
Right, but why is the 16 okay? It's from this fraction here.
Because it's on the
The bottom.
bottom.
Yes. Okay, so we wrote 7 plus 1 plus 5 over 16. We keep the 7, the 1 turns into 16 over 16. And now we're going to add it to 5 over 16. So what does that become?
5/16.
What happens? What's the result of adding these two fractions?
Okay, let me just do this real quick. The whole 21/16.
Okay. All right, now on the bottom one, and this is awful, but the bottom one is minus 7 and then 14 over 16. And that comes from up here. Okay, so let's just work the problem here from here. What is 7 minus 7?
7 minus 7 is 7.
7 minus 7.
0.
0. What is 21 over 16 minus 14 over 16? Can you subtract these fractions for us?
Wait, that's a 14, right? Just
Yes. Yes. Sorry, it was written really poorly.
Okay, let me see. 13/16.
Yes. And that is your final answer.
So we don't need a whole number for this one, right?
No.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So I know this is tough. But you're doing a good job here. So probably just a good place for us to stop here rather than trying to get into a more difficult stuff. So I guess we're doing Wednesday at 4. I'll check with your dad.
Oh, okay.
Sorry for the changes. There's just some scheduling issues going on right now, but should be worked out. We'll get back on a regular schedule. But that is it, Zoe. I know your brother just jumped in, or you can let him know he can jump on here, and
Okay.
I'll see you in a couple of days.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Wait, Wednesday or Thursday?
I believe it's Wednesday. I'll double check with your dad. I
Okay.
did tell him Wednesday at 4, but if that needs to change, have him let me know.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, Michael, how are you today?
Good.
How was your weekend?
Good.
It's great to hear. What were you guys doing in math class today?
Like recognizing the heel and the obtuse and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, I see that. Yeah, you guys kind of what we were doing last time. Okay, well, let's do some quiz problems here and see how your understanding is. Do you have a notebook out, a pencil, something to take notes with today?
Yeah.
Great. All right, well, let me see if I can, let's see how easy this is. Okay. Did you guys talk about the difference between a line segment, and ray?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's review. A line has arrows on both ends. Do you see how there are arrows on both ends here?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, a line segment, this is what's different. It's really weird because why is it different? A line segment does not have arrows on each end. It's just fixed on each end. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Now, a ray is kind of in between. Okay, it has a fixed part, and it either goes to the right, or it has a fixed part and it goes to the left. But do you see how it only has one arrow?
Yeah.
And a line has two arrows? Any questions on that? Because your first question here is based on this, and there's almost no help I can give you if you don't think this is clear.
So the line is always 2 arrows?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I'm just gonna write it down.
Good.
Okay, I'm done.
You got it? Okay, so let's take a look at this problem here. Now I want you to wait a full minute before you give me the answer, okay? I want you to wait until 2:44 p.m. All right, meaning like really make sure your answer is correct because there's no partial credit on this.
Okay.
All right, what's your answer here, Michael?
A ray?
You got it. Very good. Excellent. Okay, let's take a look at another problem here. I appreciate your patience on that. All right, now another thing that it's kind of new here is angles. Okay, there's a couple of ways to identify angles. The first way, the best way, is with 3 letters. 3 letters. Okay, so let's say I give you an angle like this: S, A, and T. Okay, the order matters here. Okay, the order matters, and here's what you have to do. The middle letter, Michael, the middle letter is the vertex. Okay, the vertex is the pointy end. Okay, so here are the correct ways to write this. Angle SAT. Do you see how A is right in the middle of those 3 letters?
Yeah.
Or TAS. Do you see how A is in the middle again with that one?
Yeah.
All right. Now let's take a look. You can go ahead and get that down if you want. Let me know when you do. We're going to look at a kind of another angle here.
Okay.
Most important is that the middle letter is the vertex. It's got to be the middle letter. SAT or TAS.
Okay, so can I write it like like a V to next to A to remember it?
You can. It's best though to just know that it's in the middle. I mean, they will not expect that. Your teacher would be surprised by that, but it's okay. It's okay if you need to do it.
Okay. So what's the stat and task mean?
It's just a way to identify the angle.
Oh, okay, now I see it.
And let me show you why here in a moment. Let me know when you get that down.
Okay, I already got it down.
Okay, so here's another drawing here. Let's say this is A right there. Does A refer to the red or does it refer to the blue?
The red,
How do you know?
because it's like the odd or even number or something like that.
Well, so the point here is that you can't you actually do not know. You don't know whether it's referring to this one on the right or this one on the left. But if you had three letters, if it was SAT, now do you know which one it's referring to?
Yeah.
But what if T is actually over here on the left? Then which one is it referring to?
The blue.
The blue, yeah. So that's why it's so important here. Okay, so here's a new angle for you to look at. I want you to give me the two ways that you can identify this angle. The two letter combinations.
Yeah. Right now, or I do it like
Yeah, I want you to,
I could realize it because it has the letters Z, U, and W.
okay, it's got to have these three letters. Which one goes first?
Q,
Okay, then,
then Z, the middle,
and
then W, the last.
okay. Is there another way to do this?
Yeah. So you could do it the opposite way.
Okay, give me those three letters.
W, Z, Q.
You got it. Any questions on that?
Yeah. So are we only gonna do the stat and tasks, or are we gonna do the Q, Z, W?
It depends on the problem. You could actually do both.
Okay.
It depends. Like it might be, it's always going to be three letters though.
Okay. Okay.
Any questions on that?
No.
Okay, so let's go to the actual problem here. But before we do, I'm gonna draw three angles, but I'm gonna start by drawing one here in the middle. This is a right angle. Okay. This one on the left, I'm sorry, on the right here, is an acute angle. What is the difference between the right and the acute angle?
The right is like bigger and the acute is smaller.
Okay. Now let's look at the obtuse angle.
The obtuse is bigger.
Yes. Okay. Now let's go back and look at the one that you were given. Does it most resemble the obtuse, the right, or the acute?
Mm, the right.
So you're saying it looks most like this one here in the middle.
Uh,
I know
wait.
this is hard because it's not in the right orientation, but if we start rotating this, let me rotate it one more time.
Obtuse.
Yeah, to me it looks obtuse. Okay, any questions on that?
No.
Okay, so we're gonna do a new question here. You're able to see my screen, is that correct? Because it's this one really requires you to make sure you see my screen clearly. Are you seeing my screen? Michael? We're gonna go till about 3 o'clock today. Looks like you're muted.
Oh,
Hey, Mike. Hey, Michael. Are you able to see my screen clearly?
yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me what this is pointing at up here in the top right?
A acute.
No. What is the numbers? What numbers are there?
60 and 120.
Good. So if it was an acute angle, it would be 60. And if it was obtuse, it would be 120. Is this, and you just said it, this is an acute angle here. So the correct answer is that this is a 60-degree angle.
Oh, okay. So acutes are only 60-degree angles?
No. See, that's the problem. I'm sorry. That's the problem. It's not, don't take that away from this. I'm sorry, these are kind of confusing, I see. Okay, let's do a different problem. We'll talk about that another. So acute means that it's between 0 to 90 degrees. Okay, I think that's what you're asking. And obtuse is 90 degrees to 180 degrees. Do you remember what a right angle is in terms of its degree measure?
A 90?
90 degrees, good. Okay, let me know when you're ready for us to move on to a new problem.
Okay.
All right, here we go. All right, this is a triangle, okay? And I know you know that. You know that this is a triangle here. If I just draw G, E, F, G to E to F, what kind of angle is this? Is it acute, obtuse, or is it a right angle?
All right.
It's a right angle, okay? Now, what if I do the same thing here, but this time I only draw E, G, F. What kind of angle is that now? This up here. Acute, obtuse, or right?
A obtuse.
So you're saying this angle is greater than 90 degrees.
No.
Yeah, I know this is hard to see. I'm just, yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Okay, let's look at two more angles here. You were getting these right the other day, which is why I was trying to ask you to do them again, but we were just doing acute, obtuse, and right. All right, so here are two angles. One is acute and one is obtuse, okay? Can you tell me which is acute and which is obtuse?
Okay, so A is looks like a acute.
Okay, and which one is obtuse?
And the one that is obtuse is J.
J, very good. Okay. Now we said that A means it's from 0 to 90 degrees, and the obtuse is 90 degrees to 180 degrees. Which is going to be greater?
The 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 obtuse.
Yes, very good. All right, we're going to go just a couple more minutes here, Michael. You're doing great. I know it's tough when we're doing it this way. It'd be easier to be in a classroom doing some hands-on stuff, but go back and look at your notes and take a full minute here. Don't tell me anything until 2:58. What is the correct answer to this one? All right, what do you say, Michael? What is the correct answer here?
A
Uh,
A.
y- letter A, or is that what you're saying? Or
Yeah, little letter A.
okay, let's go back and look at your notes. So what did your notes say for, got to find them here. What did your notes say for a line? What does a line have?
2 arrows.
What does a line segment have?
No arrows.
No arrows, yeah. So let's go back and look. How many arrows does this have?
2.
Okay, so what is the correct answer?
Line.
It is a line. Good. Okay, one more problem here. I want you to look at your notes very carefully. Okay, is this a WZQ? Is it a right angle, an obtuse angle, and an acute angle? I want you to look at your notes and let me know your answer here whenever you've got it.
Okay.
All right, what do you think here? Is it right, obtuse, or acute?
Obtuse.
It is obtuse. Very good. All right, well, that's going to do it for us for today, Michael. So we're going to go ahead and stop right here. Great job today. I think you did a really nice job with your lesson. So